wells imposed by the Southeast Texas Groundwater Conservation District.
Chair recognizes Mr. Ashby.
Mr. Speaker,
Ms. Isaac, for what purpose?
does the gentleman yield for questions?
Gentlemen, you for questions.
Can I do my layout real quick?
Not at
Yes.
this time.
Thank you. Members, the Southeast Texas Groundwater Conservation District is comprised of 4 counties in Southeast Texas, one represented by Representative Holt, one represented by Speaker Phelan, one represented by Representative Schaffner, and one represented by myself. What this bill does is allows the Groundwater Conservation District to make a minor adjustment to its production fee rate, a rate that hasn't been adjusted in 22 years.
Ms. Isaac, for what purpose?
Does the gentleman yield for questions?
Gentlemen, you for questions.
Happy to yield.
Gentleman yields.
Representative Ashby, did you have discussions with your constituents about the need for the increase in their fees before filing and agreeing to sponsor this bill?
Well, as you notice, this is a Senate bill, so this is Senator Nichols' bill. But yes, he, as most members know that have worked with Senator Nichols, he absolutely requires letters of support, resolutions of support from all of his counties and jurisdictions that would be impacted.
So you share constituency with him?
I'm sorry?
With Senator Nichols, you share constituents?
Yes.
With him, yes.
Absolutely.
And
6
you were able to
counties.
talk with the senator about this legislation?
This is his bill. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So before the bill was filed and you decided to push the bill forward, onto your constituents, that would take hard-earned dollars out of their pockets and put them in the coffers of a government entity. Y'all agreed to do this, both of you and the senator.
So we are carrying a bill on behalf of our constituents. This has been approved by our constituents' governing boards, the counties and the cities that would be impacted, as well as, of course, the local groundwater conservation district, which requires a majority of the elected board of directors to support this. So the answer is this is on behalf of our constituents.
And so you were able to talk with them about what was needed versus wanted and not needed?
So they were able to come to us and describe to us what was needed as their representatives.
And wouldn't you agree that this is the proper method of advancing legislation of a local nature rather than another legislator who has zero business involving themselves in your district as behest of those who are just...
Members will confine their remarks to the matter at hand.
Did you vote against my motion to reconsider about my district?
The members will confine their remarks to the matter at hand.
I have an amendment.
The following amendment, the clerk will read the amendment.
Members,
Hold up.
Amendment by Isaac.
The chair recognizes Ms. Isaac to explain her amendment.
Members, this amendment seeks to create equity in the funding of our GCDs across Texas. This amendment will tie the amount of the South Texas Groundwater Conservation District may charge, the amount that they may charge, to that of the Hayes Trinity Groundwater Conservation District. This will give the groundwater district that is not in my district the same amount of tax increase that was thought to be okay in the district that I serve without my consent. I suggest we let members of the House and the Senate represent the areas they were elected to serve. Representative Ashby, I am so glad you were able to work with your constituents and not have a backdoor, unvetted amendment that heavily taxed your constituents and steps on their private property rights ran through against your wishes of your constituents and yourself. I wish you had supported me in my efforts to do the same, and I withdraw my amendment.
The amendment is withdrawn. Chair recognizes Mr. Ashby to close.
And with that, members, I happily move passage.
You
Members, the question occurs on passage to third reading of Senate Bill 10.